After 4 long days being bloodied and bashed underneath the 200-day moving average, Bitcoin receives a baby bounce up to the 21 DMA for the first time in 3 weeks. But is Bitcoin truly ready to bust all over the bottoms of the haters? Or will we keep trading sideways for forever? I'm your host, Chester Chug-a-Lot, and after days of straight dumpage, could Bitcoin finally be ready to make a move to the upside and break out of this very, very long, nearly 2-month consolidation pattern to this specific breakout target? Very big, and it looks as though Santa may not be the only one coming early this year. You have absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well. Make sure to drop your comment below if you're interested in the Ledger equivalent BTC. It is for subscribers. Don't send anyone your crypto. It's all scammers. I have one Instagram, one Twitter. They're both below. Everything else is a fake account. They're everywhere. Don't respond to the fake comments. They just want to scam you. And without any further ado, let's dump on in. So with Bitcoin's most recent little bouncy, this is absolutely critical that over the next couple of days, we get this weekly back above this 50-week moving average. Absolutely critical. Just like we did back in September and just like we did back in July, it is absolutely necessary that Bitcoin, in order to maintain bullish momentum here, is able to hold this 50-week. We are seeing some longer-term signs. Obviously, you can see here on this MACD that there was that cross, and it's been kind of dumpy since then. But one of the reasons we're having a nice little move is because the SPX did open very green. At this very second, it's actually not. Actually, so far, after opening green, it's down a little bit after bouncing off or getting rejected off the 50-day moving average. This is something we have to be watching very diligently, the stock market, because I've always acknowledged that the stock market and Bitcoin is very highly correlated, but there are people out there that will tell you that they are not. But that's absolutely false. Okay, if the stock market would do this tomorrow, okay, let's just say this. Let's say the stock market did this tomorrow. Bitcoin, I would say there's a 99.999% chance Bitcoin would do something similar. Okay. It's extreme. You can never say never. Nothing's ever 100% guaranteed, but it is as close to being 100% guaranteed as there is. Okay, so realistically, this is just so important to watch, just the stock market in general and everything going on around the world. But after being held down under this 200-day moving average for the last 4 days, at the very least, we've gotten a move to the upside. And also still within trading within this descending broadening wedge over the past month and a half, could we come up and reattempt the top of this, which at this very second is exactly 50,000 US dollars. The 21-day moving average, where we actually got rejected just moments ago, is around 49.3. So again, that's the next big one. Bitcoin just bounces around these moving averages like ping pong balls. If there's one simple indicator that I think makes the most sense to use with TA, it's moving averages, just basic ones, specifically on like daily and weekly charts. If you get into like a 1 hour or 4 hour moving average, they're not as important. But as you can see on this daily chart, just very reliable. When we came back up to this 21, or at the time, this was the 21 day, got rejected after we failed to break above that. We failed to break above the 50, and you see we got rejected there as well. We failed to hold this 50 also, and that is where we plummet underneath. Realistically, if you just look at this chart, the moving averages tell you exactly pretty much why Bitcoin gets rejected if it does not break those levels. And with that being said, it goes without saying, if we cannot break 49.3, we're not going to have any breakout anywhere above 50K, obviously, but also if we cannot hold 47, if we have another push down to it, if we get pushed back down to 47 again, and we cannot hold that, then again, prepare. That's when more dumpiness we'd most likely break these lows over the past couple of weeks. We just managed to break out of this after being strongly held down by it. We had to move to the upside. Now, if we come back down and fail to hold that, that is the trigger for further downside. And even if we go to like the 6-hour chart here, you can see these Fibonacci levels, these ranges here. For the most part, Bitcoin just kind of still just trading in between the middle of these, have yet to set a lower low, which is still why I remain very bullish here. If we set a lower low below 43K, that's not good. Okay, but we haven't done that. And so not something to be concerned about until something like that would happen. Also worth mentioning that Matic is absolutely still looking very strong. I have absolutely no doubt that if Bitcoin and the stock market and everything was just in a more macro bullish environment, Matic would have been popping off way more. And I think it will in the future, but Matic is just unfortunately a slave to the price action of the broader markets and Daddy Bitcoin as well, and so are all the other altcoins for the most part. But still, with that being said, Matic is still trudging along and actually still looking very strong in the midst of all this chaos. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. Do miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. This way, you have 3 days, and for the Ledger equivalent in BTC, just make sure to drop your comment below. Never respond to scammers. I have one Twitter and one Instagram, and they're both below. And if you're interested in any deals or bonuses, make sure to check out the comment below. Thank you for the sweet.